Okay, it says we're live to YouTube and Facebook.
Got it. Yeah, I designed most of these parts. And actually, he's a little, he's a little frog that rides a unicycle.
Oh, that's awesome.
But he, yeah, there's, so normally you would like sit on your toilet paper roll, and then he would like ride as the toilet paper roll down.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Someone made a video of one. It was made of wood, and I was like, I can do that.
Okay, I think we're live to
Yeah.
YouTube and Facebook.
Hubris and chaos.
Can you I can go on now.
Don't know where it is.
So what I'm learning from this one is that anything that's mechanical engineers deserve so much love. They've done so much for us. It could be done, but I would say
I can't see it.
maybe.
Can anyone see the YouTube or Facebook live feed? You can see it? Okay, I can't find it to share. So-
How big a little guy. Maybe it would be a little easier. Yeah.
YouTube is live.
yeah? Okay, that's working. I can't see the.
Not working on it.
I'll do it for you in a
Did
second,
you also
okay?
make that?
I just can't find it on Facebook. Oh, I see it. It just loaded. Okay.
So many artists shy away from color. Oh, that's beautiful.
Thanks. I made sure to hear my face.
Yeah, Instagram wasn't working for some reason. The page wasn't loading.
Maybe it's just not working.
No, I feel you. I do it too.
She hates my hair in my face. Because I always do that.
All right.
Whatever, you know.
Okay, so I shared the new one and I said this is the real one. Sure, this one. And we have 10 people on the new one already, so that is good. And I think we're good. So,
Felix, come on up.
where are those? Peace out. So just to yeah, Scott, this is the right one. So thank you everyone for bearing with us. Just going to show some pieces. So if you're joining us for the first time, we're going to show artwork and then we are going to auction it off. And if you'd like to bid on any pieces, please text 403-629-7424. And Scott's here, Richard's here, Kelly's here. That is good. So we're live on YouTube and Facebook. This is by Anne Christine, and the opening bid is $30.
You're rich. Sorry about you. Could we throw like a couple more paintings in?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, are they dry?
Do you want to head?
Not dry, but they.
Will you be able to could we pick like
There's like one or two, maybe. They're not dried, but they won't dry.
Okay.
Many off
Would we be able to just put a couple like sorry, there's like we're running out of space. I'm sorry.
You know the secret trick to it is that if you bring in 10 pieces, you'll end up selling them for the same amount as one piece.
This one was just it's like 5 canvases. Like it
Oh,
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we show that one?
Do you want
This
to?
one.
Would we be able to show that one and then here, Felix, and then
I'm so sorry.
No,
I've
No,
only
don't
been
be
here
sorry,
one time.
but
You're
just
not-
for
no,
your
I
own
was just
safe. Basically, all of our buyers are giving everything they have,
yeah.
and they often want to give more. But if we put too many pieces in, you'll get the same amount for 10 pieces as you would for one. So it's better for us to keep them for 10 weeks.
Okay.
Everybody here is so generous; they're giving every, but generally the whole world has less to give now. So
Oh, I totally
we don't want you to put
understand.
your whole stash in and then have it go for less than it's worth. Is
I
what we're being
totally
protective
understand
about.
What's your name?
My name is. Yeah, I didn't get to meet you guys last time. My name is Cody.
Cody. very
Did we
nice to meet
speak
you. I'm
earlier
just-
today?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Here, let's show the people.
Well, welcome home, Cody.
Yeah.
Big round of applause.
Big round of applause for Cody. Okay, so Cody, come here. And so this is the screen that people will see from home. And then actually,
Yeah,
do
there's
they
like
go up
the-
nicely together? Oh wow.
Yeah, they
is
all
there
kind of fit together.
is there like a
Yeah.
specific order?
I'm not. I had made them with Tayana, the girl who had made.
Oh wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not 100% sure the specific order. We were just eating some dinner, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, it already started." So go throw them in.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then here's
okay.
the two middle pieces.
Oh, wonderful. Here.
Sorry.
Let's do that.
Sorry.
There we go.
Oh, legend. It's like the shield, right?
That's awesome. Here, so we can show people at home, and you can show the smaller ones maybe so people can see them. So this is a 5-piece collection by Cody and Tayana. Do you guys have an idea for an opening bid?
Tana was saying it would start maybe around like 125-ish.
That sounds
Just
good
'cause
because
of,
it's a
like-
5-piece
Yeah.
collection. No, that's beautiful. The colors are
And then Can
awesome.
we also maybe consider putting up a show? Are you interested in that?
Sorry?
A show, we'll put some pieces on the wall.
Because
Oh,
we have that
yeah.
big wall at the
Oh, that would
front.
be fun.
And
Yeah,
then we
yeah.
could
That would
show
be
it
so
all.
cool. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Thank you. So I'll keep showing the pieces, and then how you were here last week. We kind of put it up,
Yeah.
and then people we give them a little bit of time to bid and stuff.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Oh, definitely.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
we were just having some dinner and we were watching the live, or like we seen when the live stream ended and
Yeah.
then started again. And she was like, "Oh my god, it started! Go in right
Go,
now!"
go, go! That's awesome. It's nice that you guys are
That is
close that
awesome.
you're able to come. That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
No, it's so fun.
Awesome. Okay.
Kyle had recommended us to.
Oh, that's lovely.
And, see it. And Alvin too.
That's so
And
nice.
It's so cool to hear how like known Alvin is around here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that
that's-
cool?
Yeah,
Like-
He's a
definitely.
legend.
Yeah, he's a
His
legend.
art is crazy. I
Yeah,
love his art so much.
it's so good. Awesome. Thank you so much, Cody. Yeah, well, I'll keep showing them, and then we'll kind of show them throughout the evening as well as people log in too.
You
So
guys are the best.
thank you
And
so much.
Tana just did this one on her own.
Awesome.
I'm pretty sure she was just saying like 50 to 75
Awesome.
for that one. So I'm not 100% sure on it. So I would maybe just say like, I guess 60.
Perfect. Split the difference. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That is so good. Thank you so
Definitely.
much, Cody. That's
So good to
wonderful.
meet you guys.
Yeah, here.
Boom.
Thank you.
Sorry I didn't introduce myself like last
you did
week
great.
when I
Oh
was
no,
here.
it's all perfect.
It was
Sometimes
cool to see the shield though.
yeah, right. I get in my
And
own
try it
head
on?
too.
Yeah, you passed it to me and like let me try it on.
So good.
So
That is wonderful. Awesome. So we will keep showing these ones.
what time are you guys open until?
Tonight, probably 10:30. 11.
Yeah, we've been going till
We
10.
kind of go until we run
10:30.
out of pieces, then we burn out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
it's not so much
essentially-
a closing time as like we just go to sleep.
So I guess more than likely, like we'll all be back here. We were just getting food, and like I said, Tana was like, "They're live." Go
Awesome.
now."
Oh, no stress, no stress. Yeah. So we'll go until we can,
Go
and
anymore.
then we can always keep them like for next week as well. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you
Yeah.
guys for such like a warm welcome too. So nice to
Yeah.
meet everyone here.
Yeah. Oh, you're so welcome.
What are you guys
That's
eating?
Wonderful.
We were just at Moxie's. We just
Oh,
got
yeah,
nachos,
yeah.
and I think we're just gonna all get a burger each.
What's the
Nice.
ice cream thing you like, Felix, at Moxie's?
Just this.
They have like a chocolate
Just the
volcano
ice
thing.
cream. I love that.
We used to go there a lot, Moxie's.
White chocolate.
Yeah, white
Thank
chocolate
you
brownie.
so much
Yeah.
again.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Have
Thank
a
you
good night,
so
guys.
much. Yeah,
Take
for
care.
sure.
Thank you.
See you.
These guys.
Beautiful color. So that would be definitely one to see all together. So if you'd like to bid on that collection of 5, you can text 403-629-7424.
That's 403-629-7424.
That is 403-629-7424.
I was telling my class about that today because I teach this learning strategies class, and each day I give them one new learning strategy. Today I gave, they're still on my hands, I gave them like 3 numbers to remember. I just said
Like that's
12, 14, and 63. And then I asked them, like, what's your favorite planet? They're like, Pluto. I'm like, what's your favorite color? Like, mauve. I'm like, what does green and yellow make? And they're like, lime. And then I'm like, what were the 3 numbers I gave you? They're like, I don't know. So I'm like, let's go outside. So we go outside, And I'm like, okay, can everybody here do please 25 jumping jacks? So they did 25 jumping jacks. And then I said, can everybody here do 4 push-ups? And everybody did 4 push-ups. And I said, can everybody here take 40 steps? And they all took 40 steps. And we went back inside. Like 25 minutes later, I'm like, what were the 3 numbers I gave you outside? They're like 25, 4, 40. It was like, so we're just changing space and location. But in that lesson, I was teaching them about 403, 629, 7424. And then on top of that, when Felix gets wounded at school, because we browbeat our phone number into his head, he often phones me to get his mom's number, even when I was in LA. But we fixed that too, because his mom's number is Joe Mama.
I love your face.
Don't phone her on Joe Mama. I grew up with a kid whose phone number was 281 dumb.
Dumb.
281 dumb.
That's
That
a good
number
num-
should have
That's
been-
a good number.
That should have been
Can't
extra.
forget it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Felix, what's the title of these pieces?
Sandwich paintings.
Sandwich painting.
Sandwich painting number 1, sandwich painting number 3.
Yeah.
So
No.
these
Like
are
1,
fresh
2,
from
3,
tonight,
4.
right?
This is
Which one came first?
here. This is just colors.
Up, up, up.
What's the starting bid?
I don't know how to help.
Are
'cause
they
I'm
still
also-
wet?
Yeah.
That's miraculous what you did, Felix.
It is actually, yeah.
Holy.
Holy moly.
I can see from here. Look at. Let me see your hand.
Nothing.
You are a miracle. child. That's insane.
So what's your opening bid, Felix?
Sandwich painting number 1.
Oh.
It's like a unicorn.
So is your what do you have opening bids for these pieces, my love?
$5 each. And yeah, each.
Okay, so $5 if you'd like this one.
No,
So
no. $5 for both of these. $5 for both of these.
so $10 for this collection if you'd like the
No,
collection.
sorry, I'm messing it up.
$5 is good
$5 for the collection.
$5
for
for
all
these.
4.
So text 403-629-7424 and give me the color palette.
What's 20 pounds of Canadian?
$5 for this.
That's like $40.
$40.
How about 10 American?
They were 5 pounds each, yeah?
$5.
$5. How much is that one?
The
This
pink one,
one's also
Felix?
$5.
$5.
It just has a lot more paint on it.
45 for the 5 of you.
45 for the 5 of them to Robin.
Okay.
All right. So the collection of all 5 sandwich paintings are currently at $45.
45 pounds.
You can send me whatever you want. I'll give you our e-transfer or PayPal. I don't know how to
This
do
is a
that.
collaboration.
Here you go. This is the collaboration. I'll help you show it. So it's a collaboration. Oh,
I like the smileys you added.
And there's a Kirby.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
what's your? So this is a collaboration. What would you like your opening bid to be? This is. I really like. It looks like a dance.
Well, it's a collaborative painting
Yeah.
with dancers, so that makes a lot of sense.
Maybe
It's because you speak art that you got that.
$15 because
Because there's at least 3 artists.
yeah.
3 artists. Nice. I like that. That's very sweet.
I'll bid 20.
$20. Beautiful. You know what? I should be writing these things down.
That's not a bad idea.
So here, Felix.
I'll
You
make
Oh,
it
remember
way
the last
more
one?
fun. to-
yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Robin, do you want to help us
So-
write stuff down tonight? Oh, okay.
Where did I put that?
I can write some stuff down.
Oh, here, Ben. Did you? Is that okay?
Yeah, I got you.
So I think like Felix and then 45 to Robin and 45 whatever she wants. and then
I did take pounds, but I'll
We do
I'll
have-
stick with pounds and then they'll just get an extra tip.
So what is that in Canadian?
it's like $90.
Yeah. Double.
So that's like an epic sale, Felix, too.
It is. Should probably make me pay for it.
No, but it's hard for me to think not in pounds. I'm just thinking what's in the bank.
You can just say $40 if you want. Like if you meant like there was one
I
time
meant pounds.
there was one time when it was a big run on the money. It was in the early days of the Gorilla House, and it was Aaron McCullough. Do you remember Aaron McCullough? He was Jen's ex-boyfriend and was our photographer for years. And the bidding was getting hot. It was like the third week in or something. We hadn't cracked 3 digits. So there was lots of $90 sales. We hadn't gone over 100. And this one piece went up, and it went so fast up. It went like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 200. And all of a sudden, like, because they were just counting wrong, right? So Aaron McCullough had gone from 70, 90, 200, because after 100, yeah. So he should have said 110, but he went from 100 to 200, and you could just see him like, and then this long pause, and I was like, what just happened? And he liked how that felt.
Well, yeah.
And he's like, that's right.
I said
200.
it. Yeah.
The other extreme of that, I'm going to tell the story. Maybe I'll leave out the person that did it. Let's say his name was Baloney. Our friend Baloney wanted to buy our other friend Tony's art piece. And our friend Baloney's that's not funny. Okay, our friend Baloney's took out $100 bills and counted them out for us at like this, like raining money. And then Tony, who's quite serious about art, was ready to kill him. And so I was kind of intervening, like we're drinking back then. And so our friend Baloney was like, now the thing with that is, I think Baloney actually had some experience doing this with $20 bills, right? So he went 20, 40, 60, 80, whatever. But he was counting out, he was supposed to give us $2,000, right? And he gave us exactly 10 $100 bills instead of 10 $20 bills. And so at the end of the night, and what happened was he's just going like this, da, 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 but he's counting by 2s instead of 1, because I think he normally gave away 20s instead of 100s, right? So instead of getting to 200, he's getting to 2,000, but it was 1,000. And I remember trying to intervene before our friend Tony like lost his shit and started hitting everybody with a hammer. And so I scooped up the cash, scooted everybody out, calmed everybody down. Into the night, all the money went on the floor. I picked up 10 bills, put them in my pocket, pulled it out, and we were $1,000 short. And Tony had a special deal where he wanted to sell through us, but he to him it was really important that he kept 75%, which meant it cost us $500 to sell this painting because we owed our friend Tony $1,500. We only got $1,000, and we ended up, our other friend who did this, the money, ended up giving us the right amount, but he felt like he was shortchanged $1,000.
So everyone was unhappy.
It was a really poor.
It was great. It was
And
wonderful.
never should you rain money on people.
And the lesson here is, if you're from the situation where you can, maybe don't.
Also, don't count money when you're plastered.
Also that. There's so many things to learn from these experiences.
Here's the funny part.
Would you?
He blew like $11,000 that night while he was loaded. And the next day, his argument was, I know that I couldn't possibly have given you $2,000 because I was short $5 unaccountable $1,000. We're just like, who has $5,000 to lose?
In their pocket.
Because to us, you know, like $100 was make it or break it. So we weren't goofing around with these dollars.
There's no goofing.
But it did kind of, I don't think the friendship was the same after that.
It is hard. So one of our pieces of inspiration was owls, because Felix got this very sweet owl from the Science Center. So this is from Matthew. Yes. This is from Matthew. And have you sold a piece? You did. You sold a piece? No? Oh, never before with us. So big round of applause for Matthew. Yay! So he was saying he's going off of the feelings from this piece and the inspiration. Opening bid, $5. Opening bid, $5. So graphite on paper.
This bird is gonna be a good bird.
So opening $5. Text 403-629-7424 if you would like to
This
bid.
bird is gonna be a good bird.
And while we're on the bird themes, this is by Santana. Opening bid, 15. Opening bid is 15 for this lovely barn owl. Text 629-7424. Very beautiful. And Rich Tiru, are you busy? I keep putting
Am I
off
busy?
showing your pieces.
You can
'cause
show
you're
my
busy. Is
pieces.
okay? Okay.
You can show all my bits and pieces.
Because
I'm
now
not shy.
This-
I'm a little shy about this one. I take it all back. I don't know what I was thinking other than, okay. So owls came up. Well, you don't like my painting, Felix? Like you're uncomfortable? And so owls came up, and there are a lot of chimera in our family,
yeah.
right? There's Jess has goat legs, Felix is part lion. Nothing, just being funny. But we do really have a passion for chimera in our family, and I was looking up a couple owls. I asked Galen what his favorite owl was, and he said the
Great horned owl.
great horned owl
And snowy.
and a snowy owl. I don't really love painting snowy owls because there's just not a lot of to work with. It's just so pale. And so I started painting this owl, and I don't have all bird anatomy memorized like everybody else does. So when I went and looked at some reference, my favorite reference point for the horned owl was this one particular face that only showed from like if owls had shoulders up, right? And so I kind of wanted to have some claws and some feet and some things. And so I just started with the head, and then I immediately realized he was just going to have this fleshy body. And so he's kind of like the minute owl. And I was painting him, and then I put some bronze in, and then just kind of flipped out because I'd forgotten that I think she painted a piece very much like this that actually was a very kind of like Rubenesque and curvy figure as well,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
kind of we have a female companion to this painting somewhere in the universe.
Yeah, I wonder who bought it. It was from 2013 because I found the picture on Facebook. It was one of the last ones I did at.
Can you hold it a little higher so that they can see the rest of the figure? Yeah. So yeah, he's kind of a king.
What's your opening bid?
$10.
$10.
How much for that?
I really like the metallic, and I like how kingly he is. It's very
Well, I made it $10 on the off chance it doesn't sell, and you can have it.
It's very beautiful.
I figure if my other piece is $5, then I've got some skin in the game.
There you go. So, I had a flow, and now I lost my flow. Here. So, this is by Alex, and he included all 3 of the pieces of inspiration in here. So he got so the 3 were the clouds, the magical rings, and the owl. So he has the man with his cloud beard. They're saying in mythology there is this wizard who he flew through the air and he had his cloud beard, and then the 3 magical rings are in there, and the owl in the clouds.
So headcanon, the wizard's name is Nimbus.
Oh, that's wonderful. Nimbus. And opening bid is $5. Yeah, I love the metallics and the inks. Is your phone on? Do we have a phone?
I don't have my phone. You have my phone.
No, your phone's beside you.
I still don't have it.
Is the ringer
Oh,
on?
there's 6 notifications. Isn't that funny?
That's-
Oh, there's 10 notifications. $125 for the set of 5.
For who?
Richard.
Oh, is Cody here?
He went for food and
Food!
he's coming back.
That's
And
so
then-
exciting.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
that's awful. And then Scott said $10 for Felix's first 2. Did we already sell those?
Those are at $90.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then, and then a
It's
bunch
the
of cats from
entire-
Kelly.
Sorry, it's Richard from Illinois.
Richard from Illinois, $125 for Cody. That's wonderful. Thank you.
So,
And okay, so that's the graffiti piece, right?
Yeah.
The first set of 5.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you, Richard. I'm so sorry that I was not
Neglected
paying
you.
attention. I apologize for that. To everyone, actually. I apologize. Not that will help your shoe. I am really sorry, my dear.
you don't have
This was one of the first ones we
What size
showed,
feet do you have?
and it was
9 ladies. I don't even know if we have sandals. Do we have
Is that what
sandals or something?
sorry.
Has it been bid on yet?
No, this one hasn't been bid on. This is by Georgia, and the opening is $30. I think I showed it in the last feed, so I didn't want to forget to show it. So please text 403-629-7424 if you see anything you like.
Anything you want, if that's what you're gonna buy.
Please text 403.
Oh.
Is that half the yin
It looks like a paint palette. So Allie was making these beautiful pendants. So this is $15.
Yes.
$15. And I'm trying to show it close up, but then the light is behind it. So I'm going to do like this. And it has a beautiful wood grain and like a wood palette. And it's like gradient of purple paint on this one.
Do you want me to go?
Sure you can. Thank you.
Thank you, Felix.
Yeah.
Just planning on making a bunch of custom ones with a bunch of different colors.
That's
so
lovely.
that's hopefully going to be coming soon
Wonderful.
on our Etsy shop.
Very nice.
So the
Richard has a message about old paintings, just to make sure that I'm not neglecting. Is that a question or a statement? That's beautiful. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, as anything as possible.
Sorry. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you. So yeah, Scott Felix's pieces are currently at anywhere between 45 and 90 to Robin. So because she was bidding pounds. So we're just gonna go
We don't know.
with that. So the Felixes have as a collection of 5. So there we go.
I know it'll be a
And
little too
do it. You
simple.
want any exact number? I can just tell you.
oh no, it's perfect because we're perfect.
Everything is perfect.
Everything is perfect.
Should we close
Rich,
it?
do you want to show your big piece right
Yeah,
now?
I do. I just have like something stuck in my hair. Oh, there we go. You want me to hold
Well,
it? or-
I can't. I don't know if I can. It also has wet paint, so I don't want to hit your computer. Okay, so this is on a really great piece of Blues Fest stage. So there's epic amounts of good juju in it. Then Rich graffitied into it, and it was in a movie. Why is it so zoomed in?
This was the Blues Fest floor. Is that what you just said?
Yeah. And then, it was
And then, okay, there's a longer story to that. Here's what happened. I have this magic whiteboard, and my magic whiteboard, whatever I wish for happens. So I'm super careful about what I put on the whiteboard.
It actually works.
Yeah, and so like this started 10 years ago. I was teaching a class about design studies, and so I needed to get the kids to buy into planning a little bit. So I had them start with a bucket list. On my bucket list, I saw this video where this guy put his phone into space, and I used to watch TED Talks manically. I just loved watching not TikToks, but TED Talks. And a couple of the things on my bucket list that I did with because anything I ask my kids to do, I do too. If the kids are doing push-ups, I do push-ups. If the kids are making a bucket list, I make a bucket list. So 12 years ago, I made a bucket list where I thought I wanted to go see a TED Talk. And I saw this thing where this guy put his cell phone into space and videotaped the Earth from the outer orbit. And when Oliver was Felix's age, we started planning this out, like derivative. I'm stealing some of those guys, but I had priced out. I needed $400 worth of 8-foot weather balloon and helium to do this, and then I had everything else that I needed. 6 months after I wrote this bucket list, I got an opportunity to give a TED Talk, and which I had no interest in giving a TED Talk. I just wanted to go to a TED Talk. And then one of the things that seduced me for the TED Talk was that they said I got to eat dinner with the TED speakers the night before. I was like, I get to eat dinner with TED speakers? So I agreed to give a TED Talk, even though that was completely outside of my wheelhouse. And then 10 years later, Jess also gave a TEDx talk, which means I get to eat dinner with the TED speaker every night for the rest of my life.
What?
But I get to eat dinner with
Oh,
the TED
right.
speaker every night for the rest of my life. But here's the thing: is we put art in space just like we dreamt of. I'd forgotten that I wanted to write, and I published a couple books. And what the hell did the story have to do with?
The Blues
And
Fest, the
let's go
graffiti.
The Blues-
for this
Yeah,
new
let's
thing.
go.
Oh yeah, no,
Can
no,
you
like-
show the
no, but
painting?
no, because we need to
I
stall to get
What's
some
the
bids on it.
starting bid on it? I'm interested.
Can I finish? You can't take this too heavy.
So can we ruminate on the starting bid?
Can I tell you my story?
Yes, you can. Of course you
Of course.
So we have to be really super careful what we put on the bucket list because everything we write on the bucket list comes absolutely true. And last Christmas, I think because of the patriarchy, we still get situations where people call us to go out. Robin, please stop rolling your head. It's not helping my story. People will call us up and they want to speak to Rich on the radio. I was like, well, Rich and Jess will come, and please don't ask just Rich again. And we actually sometimes get a lot of heat from like, well, the story is supposed to be about this or that. I was like, I'm not going without Jess. So I put on my bucket list last Christmas that I wanted Jess to step up front and get more attention, not forgetting that my whiteboard is magic. So what I did, and the reason I say this is I don't put I'd like 2 weeks off of work on the whiteboard because I'll end up losing a finger and getting 2 weeks off work. Like you get what you wish for, but not necessarily in the way you wish. I wrote on the whiteboard that I wanted Jess to step up and get some of the attention she deserved, and I vaporized from existence. Right. So 2 weeks after, my main wish was to get her the attention she deserved. My publisher calls me up, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm too busy to do a book right now." And she's like, "Can I talk to Jess?" I'm like, "Of course you can." And so her book's coming out this week and this month, and then I was kind of feeling like, oh, that's great, that's what I was really hoping for. And you know, I tell this story and I sound like a jerk, but like this is me discovering things about myself along the way. You know, it's kind of like, oh, this is my moment to sort of sit in the shadow and let just kind of shine. And then we're running around teacher convention. We run into my TEDx coach, and he's like, "Oh, I was looking for you guys." I'm like, "Ricky, I'm much too busy to give a TED talk right now." And he wants Jess to give a TED talk. I'm like, "Oh, of course, that's wonderful." And like at every moment,
Incredible.
I was so right. I was so happy for her success, but I also just somehow that year got erased. Like I just did. I started feeling. I try to like shave in the morning. I don't really shave, but I try to. I don't really comb my hair. I try and do some kind of brushing my teeth or something, and I couldn't even see my reflection in the mirror. I just vaporized, and this happened again and again and again and again. And every time, as much as I was happy for her, I was kind of like, I want to do something too. And then, so finally, at the beginning of the summer, my self-esteem was just starting to shrink, if you can imagine that's possible. And Jason calls up. He's the guy that gets us to do movie sets sometimes. And Jason, I'm like, Jason, thank God. He's like, can I talk to Jessica? I'm like, ah! So Jason was hiring her because there was this like movie starring Brian Austin Green, and they decided that the female character lead was a little flat and they wanted her to be an artist. So they needed a bunch of paintings, an easel, some paint supplies, a palette. They basically wanted Jessica's form to become what they kind of decorated the entire set with. And this is after like the last time we talked to Jason, I got this weird call. We're on our way to Nelson, and he's like, "Hey, can you do a few drawings? It's kind of like an audition for a position." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'd love to." But I'm leaving for Nelson in an hour, so I do like 5 quick drawings. I leave for Nelson. We get back, and I find out I missed the opportunity to be the artist in The Last of Us by like one person, my nemesis. And so had I known that, I was like, oh, I bet you my high school kids would think it was pretty cool if my art was in The Last of Us. So there's a series of like Rich Taylor just sort of like disappearing into the ether. And then when Jason phones up and he wants to buy all this stuff from Jess, I think he actually felt bad for me. He's like, yeah, you know, we could also maybe, we got this scene in an alley where we need the alley to be a little more gritty because it was in Leduc. And what was it? Brian Austin Green, the guy from 90210, is got to be like this kind of burned out guy in a back alley. And so there's just this tiny, like, barely need to have a little bit of rough texture in an alley in Leduc. And so I got these big boards. You're laughing. And
They're so cute.
no, but it's funny because I was really desperate for just any attention at that point. And so I had like 8 4-foot by 8-foot boards, and I did an entire block worth of graffiti thinking like, I just got time and she's busy. And anyways, so this is the worst part, right? I I do all this work for Jason. He really is just coming by to pick up Jess's stuff. I think he just threw a bone at me so that I could, feel like a real person again. And as I'm finishing the work, he's like, wow, this is a lot more than I expected. He goes, we haven't really talked about budget. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, he's like, so what do you need for all this work? I'm like, well, how much did you pay Jess? And he goes, Ghost White, because I can't remember what they had, but they'd given her 80% of the budget to borrow paintings she already made. And what they had left from my blocks worth was like a couple $100. And so anyways, we got all the artwork back.
And you've been making more artwork.
Yeah, and all kinds of stuff. But this is a painting from a back alley in a Brian Austin Green film. Do you guys know who that is?
No.
He's like the obnoxious younger kid from 90210. And then I put a kind of a play off of an Egon Schiele painting. Not really. Really, everything's
turned into
Jessica.
your own.
Yeah, it's
for
Jessica.
sure.
And she's a lot more sort of like Hawaiian, sort
I
of
love your
cartoony kind of 70s.
I really
Not Hawaiian, but that style you would see in
I
the
really
Hawaiian.
loved watching. Can you hold it up again?
One more time. There we go.
So he did a black silhouette of her, and it was just a black silhouette for a long time. And then at the very beginning of the night, he started putting in the shoulders, and it reminded me of the line in your book where he said, I start with her shoulder, and it pulls out of the canvas. Like, and I really love how you really did that tonight.
Yeah.
It was really like pulling that.
Okay, Robin, I'm done my story. You can come back now.
What's your opening bid?
$5.
It's a beautiful
Robin, are you coming back?
I really love it.
I am. I'm just getting some air.
I really love it.
And I did a cat too.
$30.
Did you bid on this $30?
Yeah.
30
Oh,
to
thank
bed! Yay!
Yeah, there really is a lot of magic and history in this. Think of all the blues players that stood on this stage. And we also made sure that the wood was treated, so if there was any urine on it, it was clean.
Jeez.
Before I painted on it, we disinfected them. But
And
yeah.
we cleaned them all and we painted
But I mean,
them. And we've had
literally,
them
there's
for
a couple
year.
boards left there from the stage. And you know that great blues players played on the stage.
Yeah.
And at the end of the life of this stage, they're super good. They invite us to Blues Fest to be part of the festival, and then after the festival is over, they're always like, "Can you take our food away, or can you take our this away?" Or
Scott B bid $50 for this.
for the saucy minx.
Yeah.
Saucy minx.
Yeah. For this piece, yeah.
Yeah.
60 for Susan.
60 for Susan.
Oh, here's another funny thing. My favorite part of this painting is the nose, and sometimes you make adjustments, and there's sometimes a little bit of room where you can move a nose.
69 for Scott.
There's a little bit of room where you can move the nose around a bit, and so in this case, the nose ended up going a little bit to the left because there's actually a knot in the wood that left an actual hole in the nose. So,
70 for Susan.
are you guys coming on in?
70 for Susan.
Come and have a seat. There used to be
Hello.
some food here too, but I think it might be gone. Take a look and see if there's pizza left there.
Susan got 70 just before you, Richard. So if you'd like to bid, it's at 70 to Susan currently.
Sorry? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Here, what's your name? Jake? Jake. Very nice to meet you. Have you been here before? No. Okay. Sorry. I have brain damage 5 years ago. Do you? So we do payment by e-transfer. So what? Sorry. Do you have an opening bid in mind?
There's lots of chairs. You guys come have a seat.
Perfect. So and just so before you.
Tanner, can you check if there's some pizza left,
Did you know that? Okay. Perfect. And
in the box there?
has a
Right
red
there?
shirt.
Oh, you want us to?
No, I want you to eat it.
And he has a book where you can put your email for e-transfer. Like if you have to leave, especially, then we have your contact.
That's why we buy the pizza for you to eat.
Okay.
I got some fat mice in this place.
For Tanner? Awesome. Thank you. You got it?
I got it.
Oh, nice. Okay. So currently, Rich's piece is at 70 to Susan. Now, Rich is showing Tanner's piece. Oh,
How's the arm, by the way? Where are you? There you are. How's your arm? All healed? What does that mean?
I haven't been here since 2016.
It's
I
nice to
remember
see you.
2016.
Do you have art here? Did we?
Like Kilo.
We have a box of your stuff, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Here.
Oh, that's yeah, probably. Nice. It's nice to see you.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, totally.
I've been working a lot.
Okay, Rich, you're doing that. I'm gonna do this because I got a bunch of bids. So hold on. So Ben, Richard bid 75 on Rich's piece. Then we got Scott B bid 85 for the Saucy Minx for this piece. Yes, but Scott B also bid 85. I'm so sorry, Ben.
That's okay. It's from Rich to Scott.
Yeah, Scott bid 85.
Okay, got it.
I think that puts us together. Now.
Oh my god.
That's really fun. We haven't seen him in a long time. That's so nice. Okay, so this is by Tanner. And Tanner has beautiful birds. What's your opening bid, Tanner? $5.
10.
$10 to Ben. This is a beautiful piece.
I've been doing
So text 403-629-7424 if you would like to bid on this lovely piece. Next. This is by Jake. The detail is very, very lovely in this one. And Jake has not been here before, correct? Big round of applause for Jake. Big welcome. So his piece is opening at $80. Beautiful collection of layers. This is very wonderful. Oh, MMC? Very cool.
Maybe when you're done, can we get it closer?
Yeah, I was going to say here we can pass So yeah, it's very cool to see everyone's different styles because earlier this one is a collab. It's a 5-section piece currently at $125 for the set. So this is like a very different style collection. So these are this collection of 5 pieces is at $125. Sorry. And if you want to bid, they're currently at $125 for those 5 pieces. Then we have Tanner's piece here, opening at $5. It's a 10 now, sorry, for Ben. Thank you, Ben. And then we have Jake's going around that has a totally different texture too. And oh, thank you. So it's really cool to see everyone's different style. This is opening at $80. And then I will show you different styles. So last week, Tayana, who also worked on the 5-piece, brought this one down. This is opening at $100. And I've been really thinking about Medusa a lot lately. So I'm thinking about this one a lot this week, actually. I love the snakes. My mom crocheted me a Medusa. I want to show Tayana. I think she'd really dig it. Because mom even put in the tiny little beads for the eyes of all the snakes in her hair. And I thought that was very cute. So this is opening $100 by Tayana. And this one was a new one that Tayana dropped off, or Cody dropped it off for Tayana. And this is opening $60. That's the one thing I love about this space is seeing all of the different styles is amazing. We also have Alvin. And Alvin will be putting up another show very soon because he's been working so much lately on great new pieces. So this one's opening at $30. I really, really love the background on this one and the detailing. This one And also this one is wonderful as well. They're all wonderful. This is also opening at 30.
Pass these ones around as well.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for asking. Sorry, I didn't even. Yeah, there's another one. You'll see lots of cool stuff as you look in it. So, Rich was working. Rich did this beautiful kingly owl. It's opening at 10, and I'm going to bid 20 on it. I really love him. I can't bring this one into my classroom, but 10 to me, yeah. And then he also did this cute bunny. Opening at 5, I imagine. This is from Rich Teru. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. 5 to Santana! And I will show some of the pieces from earlier. This is by Matthew, opening $5. Oh, thank you.
Rich had the owl and the rabbit. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Like, did he bid on it or those were his? Yeah, those were his. Sorry. I was like, I don't know. I think he bid on Felix's big one, but we can.
We'll confirm.
Yeah. And this is by Santana. Opening 15. And this one is by Alex.
I wanted to see them too.
Yeah, right? Thank you. All right. So then we also have, this is by Santana as well, on this very sweet jean zip up.
It's honestly best. Again,
This Iron Giant epicness. I saw your jacket, the one you're wearing. Did you do as well? Oh my gosh, you're so cool. So no, you don't have, everything is cool. I just saw it when you were sitting down. I was like, that is very cool.
that's fucking sick.
It is so awesome. So the Iron Giant is magic, and this is by Santana, and the painting is also magic. Magic. So opening for this one was 60, right? 60, because it's a very.
Got a whole box of shit.
Thank you. Very wonderful, high quality piece and high quality piece. The jacket and the painting. Do you want to try it on?
Why not?
Yeah. You only live once, and you only have a chance to buy an Iron Man jacket. Like what are the chances of that? Are there new pieces to put in? Yeah. Is that one going in? 20? Perfect. So this piece is opening at $20. So if you would like to bid on this piece, please text 403-629-7424.
How do you think it would wash?
After
Oh, it's like solid.
Sorry, I started listening to conversations. There we go. So yeah, there's a wonderful collection of different pieces tonight. Different styles, something for everybody. People, please text 403-629-7424 if you'd like to bid.
That's 403.
403-629-7424.
That's 403
Oh, yeah.
629-7424.
It's so
Yeah, that's
Call now for a free set of steak knives. Where's Kelly? Kelly, don't call for the steak knives.
Kelly. Oh, here, actually, I
they're
did.
not existent.
Does this get a bid? What did it go for?
85.
$85. That's crazy. Where's it going?
How many steaks at night?
Scott, okay. Because I'll tell you something. I love Richard from Illinois. Like, I love him. I love Richard from Illinois so much. But I don't want to mail this board to Illinois. No, but seriously, like, sometimes it's just like, that's a great piece. It's on a piece of a stage. You know what this piece is good for? Not the mail. You know what this piece is good for? maybe surfing. You could surf this on the river for sure.
Surfing.
But what I
Or
imagine
building
with
a
this,
shelter.
what I am, wow, wow, is that Kelly's?
Yeah.
I should have paid more attention to it.
I
When,
thought you
Kelly,
meant,
where are you?
I thought you meant well like I was insulting.
No, I love your
I-
piece,
I
Kelly.
love your piece too.
No, what I was gonna say is, with all of these pieces, this is my absolute dream.
Wow.
It's the only thing left in my life. Are you ready?
Yes.
At some point, I want evidence that there was a house break-in and somebody that bought one of my pieces, pulled it off the wall, and bludgeoned the intruder. There's a couple things I want out of my life.
That'd be
One,
pretty great.
I want to hear a story about somebody bludgeoning an intruder with a piece of the Blues Fest.
Cindy's like, no.
Two, yeah, Cindy online. I don't mean that. Cindy, I don't mean that. And I'm glad I got some graffiti kids in the house tonight. I have a plan for my funeral. Just give me a
I'm
second.
gonna get the
This
text.
is
We all
important.
know your funeral plan.
Here's my funeral plan. Okay. Everybody shows up. We blast under pressure as loud as we can, and then everybody goes home. And then I want everyone to break a window somewhere in the city. So it like lights out in Calgary. Rich Teru, 105, goes to heaven, and everybody breaks a window. That's what I'm asking for.
That's all he's asking.
And people are like, "Why do you want them to break windows?" Like, I don't know. I'm obnoxious. Like,
I'm obnoxious and complex.
my whole life I was the black sheep. The last day of my life, they're gonna know why. And window repair in Calgary will be so happy. You know what sucks in
The
Calgary?
economy will flourish.
Muffler shops.
They,
I'd
yeah.
be ashamed to work in a muffler shop in Calgary, Alberta. I tell you, because I swear to God, every truck that goes past my building at 3 a.m.
The sounds of overcompensation are rampant throughout the entire.
Yeah, I know they're not really fixing mufflers; they're like amping them up. I actually not bothered by noise or mufflers. I just sometimes shocked by the extent that we. Oh, there's only 5 viewers. I didn't mean break the windows. I was just kidding. I'm not gonna win my civic award this year, like the last 20 years.
Okay. On the theme of the birds,
He's always
Caw-caw, caw-caw.
this is Horace.
Is it ever?
This is by Kelly.
Kelly, are you online? Because I saw this earlier and I did not react the way I should have.
It
This
took-
is phenomenal.
It took 9 months to build. It's 3D printed and wired
Yeah.
with a removable.
Felix, can you take is that Toth or
It's Horace.
Horace? Can you take Horace to go show Robin?
It has a removable faceplate.
That looks like a Fire Nation soldier.
Don't drop it.
would
That'd
you
be like
like-
a total Felix thing. to
It's
do.
$195 opening bid.
That's a good bit.
Be careful.
Go
His
show
face.
Robin and Oliver.
So this is the faceplate. I'll show the people at
Wait,
home.
did I have the-
Yeah. It just kind of goes in like slide up. Does that make sense?
What's his name again?
Horace.
Oh, of course. How could I
Setting
forget?
us up for that one.
So we have
Go
Horace.
show Robin and Oliver, please. Wait, what's his name
Of
again?
course he was.
What is it? Oh, you see through my ruse.
It's from
It's funny because
Stargate.
we're T-ruse.
It's from Stargate.
You will rue the day that you ruined
Is
my
she
joke.
telling you something? Are you connecting with Kelly, or are you? She said it's from Stargate, but Horus is an Egyptian god. But is it
Okay,
also
wait,
from
it's not
Stargate?
Stargate. It's Egypt.
It's Egypt.
It's Egypt.
Bye.
see
Nice
Horus?
seeing you.
Robin, did you see Horace?
Yeah, she did.
Just yelling out the front door.
Actually, I made eye contact with somebody else when I yelled. They must have like, what's his problem?
Why is he yelling at me?
Can I tell you if you
Did
ever,
you see him?
if you ever do become teacher, right? Here's the thing about being a teacher, and it's the worst thing. We've never talked about this. I'm going to tell you the worst thing about being a teacher. Let's say you're talking for 5 hours a day, right?
Yeah.
Which you actually are. And there's 30 kids in the class that are half listening, which means 50% of what you say is totally up in the air, right?
Yep.
And every now and then you say some stupid
Up
shit
for interpretation.
that might be offensive to somebody or what have you. And so what you might be talking about, like, I don't know, what would be a thing that you'd have to talk about? Like, oh, some of you didn't pay your school fees, right? Now, when you say that, you have to stare at the ceiling, because if you spike somebody in the eye when you're trying, and they're like, you have to go tell your homeroom to pay their school fees. You're like, come on, that's not my job. Teach them art. And then but then you got to say out loud, like, guys, this sucks and, whatever. But like, I'm supposed to tell you that you got to pay your school fees. 1,000%. You can get a phone call from somebody that didn't pay their school fees. And the mom's like, you told the class they have to pay school fees and you looked right at my son and we didn't pay school fees. So whenever you're talking about anything dodgy, you have to find a way to not make eye contact with anybody. And the harder you try not to make eye contact with anybody,
The more you're gonna
the
make.
more
eye
likely
contact.
you make eye contact with absolutely everybody all at once. So
You're right. That does.
come on in, you guys. Come on in.
Your piece is at $125, and it's currently the bid is to Richard from Illinois. So
Yeah,
we're
it's
going to be
going to
shipping
America.
it to Illinois.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll be an international artist.
A sensation, really.
A sensation. Richard from Illinois is an incredible artist as well. He's like a
And
really
also,
great.
I was
yeah.
equally celebrating that my piece is not going to Illinois because it's really heavy. It's a bugger to ship.
And I think we'd end up paying as much
I know it
money.
happens all
It
the
was
time.
so
It's
cute.
like,
Richard goes, I understand on the text. He's like, I get it. He's so sweet. He is very supportive.
I feel like we'd end up spending more.
hey,
money
also
on
want to
shipping
thank everybody
than
for
the
showing
actual
up in
cost.
person tonight.
Yes.
It's nice. Some
Yeah.
nights it's all online. Some nights it's all in person. Sometimes it's half and half. But we have a nice body of people in here tonight. It's nice to see.
Dude, long time no see.
Welcome home.
Love you guys.
Yeah.
Me too.
What is that?
This is an alien magnet.
I want everything tonight.
Can I see?
It's resin and there's magnets. And that's by Kelly.
It really sticks with you.
If you want to pass that around, you can. It's just be very gentle with
It
it.
really
Connects.
resonates.
You're a fridge, Dad?
Am I
I could have
French?
guessed that with your cold
A
sense of humor.
fridge.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, it's spreading.
Okay. Does this have a final bid?
$85.
$85 going once, $85 going twice, $85 going 3 times. Are you plugging something in? Oh, let me help you with that.
Thanks, Felix. All right. So there are some beautiful pieces of glass. Yeah, he looks really good, Kelly. That horse that you made is very wonderful. This is a beautiful little mug from Brenda. Opening is $20. Only at home. This is from Brenda. Oh, there are some in here, I think. No, in there.
I got it.
Brenda, $20 opening bid for this beautiful.
Here, let's do this. And then every now and then just do this.
Uh,
And then look and see. Because when you do this.
See the glass.
See, they're pretty.
Are you going over?
Don't break them.
I plugged you in. Yeah.
Ding.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Scott bid $35 for the glass. This is Scott K.
Who's the Brenda, right?
Brenda is the artist. Yeah. Also,
How many people here ever went on the merry-go-round not the merry-go-round, the horse thing, carousel
carousel.
at Chinook Center? That's who's bidding on this piece, Scott.
Yeah.
Carousel Scott.
Carousel Scott.
One day he came in, he introduced himself, he gave me like 500 rides on the carousel. I was like, whoa!
Didn't I go?
Most of them, you got sick of that carousel. You're like,
I can't even go
don't
on the
make me
carousel.
go round again.
But we have coupons.
But in contrast, yeah, because in contrast, progressively, you had infinite rounds on the carousel. Oliver had as much as I could afford, which was like $2 is a big deal to me when I first started teaching. I was short $300 a month, so if I put him on the carousel, I was short $302, right? If I put him on the carousel twice, I was short $304. And it's easy enough to make the $300 appear, right? Like you can make that happen. But when you're using all your energy for your job and your job maxes out and you've got nothing left, and then you still need to make
More.
$300. Well, it's easier now. You just sell pictures of your feet, but that wasn't available to me. On my members only account, you can see my one crooked toe.
This is Lucky Flipper.
Felix has the same crooked toe. Where's Oliver?
It's like Nemo.
Oliver? Is Oliver still here?
Named officially
No.
Nemo.
Yeah, no.
I actually just assumed I broke one toe until he was born. I was like, oh, that's the same toe. It's like just one toe points randomly out to the side. Do you even know you have a weird toe?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I used to sign one of my toes.
Do you know I have a weird toe?
Yeah.
I keep my toes hidden. It's not that weird, by the way. Like, chances are
It's
you
not like
wouldn't even
offensive.
notice.
Yeah.
The thing is, she's got amazing feet. And I'm not trying to sell
Why? We also need to make rent.
Yeah, okay. Well,
I mean, you might think she's pretty until you've seen her feet, and then you forget everything. You're like, I've never seen feet like
This
that.
is
before.
by Brenda, and it's currently at $35 to Scott.
we can change the...
This is also by
$35
Brenda.
going once, $35 going twice. Quick, take off your shoes.
This is by Brenda as well. And I think it's like,
I am wearing socks.
isn't this just a cute, I don't know, it feels like a
Wait a minute, $35 for the glass.
cute, yeah, that's what we got already.
Oh, okay.
Do you think this would be nice with like pink pudding and a strawberry on top?
Everything's
This
nice
is
with
very
putting a
random.
strawberry on top.
Or an owl inside of it.
You could have a broken bottle from a back alley with pretty. What did you say?
Pink,
Oh,
pink pudding and an owl on top.
look at this arm.
Okay,
You
stop
really
touching
brutalized
it.
your arm. Look at this.
I
Let's throw the
know.
scab on that.
Look at
There we go.
Ow.
We went for a bike
I
ride.
feel like we're descending into
I've never
anarchy.
seen this before. We went for a bike ride, and it was almost like the bike just vaporized from underneath him, and he just hit he's been riding since he was 2. He's crashed maybe twice, but that was the most random occurrence I've seen on a bicycle.
He was
in my
just
life.
on the ground. We looked back and he was on the
I was
ground.
riding and then it just stopped working.
You're like the more capable of the two of us, and you were just there. It's like, okay,
It just stopped working.
it just stopped working. This is by Patty. One eloquent F word.
What?
One eloquent F word. And it says, there's debauchery in here. It's a cute little sketchbook for you. It's $15 opening bid. And she works at a store and she reuses the
Did you show my bunny?
I did.
Okay.
It's at $10.
Who's got it?
Ben.
Oh, did you? Or-
Wait, hold on, sorry.
Santana. It's a good thing Ben's paying attention.
What are the goblet go for? Or what's it starting at?
Did this get a bid?
20 is fine.
The sexy naked owl?
Ah!
I bid on it.
Oh yeah. Sexy naked owl.
What are you?
Can we pass around the
Book?
Sexy naked
Yes.
owl?
Can you pass around the book? I won't make you pass it.
Oh. Okay. I have the last
Wait, can
of the actual tactical shields. You can fight in a war with this. You can hit people with it. You could go jogging with it. No one would ever attack you. We
Can
made,
have high fives with it?
we made 10 tactical shields, and this is the last we're selling.
It's the best one.
It is the best one. It was mine, but we're desperate. And the theme for this one was it was a meme. And normally I don't think memes are funny, but this one said, "You swerve to avoid a squirrel. Unknown to you, the squirrel vows pledges a life debt. In your darkest hour, the squirrel arrives." Now this isn't that piece of cardboard or the trash can that you tried to have a play fight. This is an act. We ordered 10 tactical shields from China.
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah, no, it's
Actual shield.
I'm probably on a watch list because I ordered.
Ordered
If
10.
you punch this, you would die.
My advice to you is try it on because it really is something you wanted to do your whole life. Either hands fine. It feels right, doesn't it?
Like Captain America.
I know. You want to try the tactical shield?
Well, that's sick, dude.
Also, here's another
They're
funny
too
thing
big for me.
is I ordered 10. They were like $65 at first, and then they went up to 100. So somebody at the factory was like, "These are real hot sellers." Has anybody not?
the price?
Has anybody not tried?
Ben,
the shield?
I'm so sorry.
It really will change
Scott
your life.
K bid $15 on the receipt book on the little
This is a different Scott.
Scott K. He's the one that bid on the glass.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Ben.
Yeah.
Victor bid $200 on the shield.
And I everybody's gonna.
Don't say that.
Don't say that.
Okay,
Why
Victor,
would
can I tell you this? It's not just my last shield. It's my favorite shield. It's the shield I made for me. And I love you so much. Thank you for buying it. And also, it is kind of my dream to get it. I bought the shield. Actually, there's a story. We have a history of buying swords in our family. It started with my son Oliver and my son Felix, and then I ended up getting
Parrying dagger.
yeah, I ended up getting a cutlass that didn't have the protection I wanted for my fist. It was kind of like a sheath, coverless, handguardless cutlass. And I was driving home with my cutlass thinking, if I ever got in a fight with this, I really wish I had a shield. And I said to my wife, can I get a shield? And she's like, yeah. And immediately wanted to paint on it. But I ended up ordering 10. And like I said, this is the last of them. So,
Well, no, it's not.
yeah, it is. This is the last that's available to anybody, and it was mine. You have one. We're not selling yours.
Sorry, can I click not now?
It's too big for me.
Sorry, how much was the bid on?
What's that?
Which one?
What's the bid on it?
200 to Vicky.
200.
For now,
Thank you, Vicky.
I'm not challenging you.
I think Vicky has the unicorn one too, which is pretty wonderful. Yeah, it was colorful. It was magical unicorn shield. So here we go.
I think I might repaint mine later.
This is also by Santana, Magical Orca, and it is also UV reactive. Opening
Wait, we're not
60
doing
for the
the
Orca.
We're not doing it?
There's a lot of stuff happening. People have to have a good imagination tonight.
Yeah, okay. I can see it.
Good. You do have it. Thank you, Vicky, a lot. You are awesome. Also, this is by Patty, who also did the very cool little sketchbook made out of receipt paper. This is the Goddess of Something. Opening bid is $20, and Patty is actually making these really beautiful sculptures out of these creatures that she's created, and that is a really wonderful thing too. I love
It's a hippo human.
it is so wonderful. So it's kind of like just there's like a whole story on the back that you can read if you bid on this beautiful piece.
You have to buy it to read it. We're not reading it to you.
Yeah, I'm not going to read it to you. I think it's like just really magical, and Patty makes magical mythologies. I'll show the people at home. Well, again, the what is it? The
Chimera.
chimeras.
Chimera.
Humans. Bees. What do we call it? We haven't done Medusa.
I did, yeah.
What are we talking about?
I showed Medusa, but we can show it again.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the shield.
So
There was a Medusa shield.
Didn't we give that to Galen?
Yeah. Can I just tell everybody here, we're doing 8 more months of Rumbles. When it's this fun, it makes it really hard. So, if you guys could come in and be way less fun, it'll be easier on my broken heart. But thank you for showing up. We love you. And
No.
This
No,
is
it's not a big beef.
try and be a little less wonderful because it makes it way harder to say goodbye.
We're
And
not saying goodbye.
there will be the Isle of Rue. Yes.
are we still showing pieces?
Sure,
Or you're
or
just
I
saying
don't know.
thank you?
I,
Or what are we doing?
I love it when you sing us to sleep.
Okay. I'm just making sure. So are we showing any more pieces?
I don't know.
I don't know. Richard was saying, are you not able to send to Illinois a shield? And I was
I'll
like,
send
well,
Richard
they're
a
light.
shield.
So, but I said the
No, they're
squirrel is at
they came from
200.
China. This
They
Richard,
came in the mail. That's the first sentence.
where are you, Richard? The Blues Fest.
Plywood.
Yeah, but what was it called again? Stage
Page.
would be very difficult to send to Illinois. We would love to send. Whoa, $210. Did that just happen?
That just happened!
Whoa! Too much energy. Sorry.
So
My bad. I got a
Richard
little
from
excited.
Illinois.
$200 to Richard in Illinois. You gotta meet this cat. we flew out to Chicago. We went to the Field Museum. We went to the Chicago Art Institute, and then
Vicky just bid 250.
woo! And then we went and stayed with. That's so
Hasn't
fun.
happened in a long time. This is so fun
Okay, so anyways,
because they feel the
Richard
love.
was so sweet,
I
and we
know.
went out to his house. I'll tell the story over and over and over again. Here's what happened. We sold enough artwork. Richard's an artist in Illinois, and we sold enough artwork to Richard that when he had his show that he waited 2 years to put up, he contacted us really quietly and said, "Hey, just to let you know, I'm hanging your work in Illinois." And we're like, "That's amazing." And it was so close. There was no time. It was like in a month or two. And so we decided to book a flight out to go to the opening for the show. We couldn't make it work. Like, really, we could have made it work, but it would have been almost 5 days straight of flying to get to where we needed to go. Like airplane, 8-hour layover, airplane, art show, airplane. And if anything went wrong by 15 minutes, it would have cost us probably $1,000 of teacher days. It's a long story. But I went out to Illinois and we flew out there to go see this show. Have you ever had one of those moments where you think you know what you're doing, you get somewhere and it's totally wrong? Yeah. So I flew out to go see my art show in Illinois, and I get to Richard's house, and all my work's on the walls. And I was like, "That's amazing," but I thought it was going to be in your show, man. Like, and it was my best stuff, some of my best stuffs all over his walls. And I was like, "Oh, that's embarrassing," because I thought maybe I misunderstood, and maybe he put like one of my pieces, and that's still worth going to the show. But I thought like we were going to have a show up together. And I just assumed it would be impossible that I had a show up because all my work was in his house, right? Like that makes sense, right? But then we wait like the next day, and then we get to the show, and he had so much of my stuff that my even better stuff was all over the walls at the show. I was like so moved to see my work up there. I was so blown away that on top of the work I had up in the show, that he still had extra pieces all over his house. And then the day after the show, we're just kind of hanging out, and he comes down the steps with this giant box, and he starts flipping open the box. The box had Shepherd Fairies in it. It had an original poster from RuPaul's first show, just a stack of posters that was like 10 inches thick. And that was also stuffed with some of my best pieces. So like, we really love Richard for supporting us. He's super fun. He's kind of family for us. But boy, did he ever support us well, because I'd forgotten how many pieces he had.
Yeah.
And 3 times in a row, he blew me away by 3 separate collections of more stuff than I thought I sold.
Yeah.
So where's this going?
It's
Wait, no, Vicky for now.
Vicky at
250.
250.
250.
Going once.
It is kind of nice. Here's the other funny.
Going twice.
Here's the other funny thing about the shields is it cost us $700
3
to
times.
order the shields the first time around. We ordered 10 of them, and I was kind of feeling like, can I really afford to do this? Because we're not like really wealthy people. But if I buy $700 bucks worth of shields, we sell the shields and the money goes into the gallery. But it also means I'm short $700 bucks. So very early on, when we mentioned the shields, Sky spotted the shields. He goes, "I'll pay $1,000 bucks for the first shield," and they were still on their way from China. I thought, well, that covers my costs.
Yeah.
But we didn't have the heart to sell a shield to Sky, so I capped him at like 200, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they've almost all sold at about 200, even though we've always started at the cost of the shield. So that's pretty nice. So I think for the $700 that our family spent on shields, we put probably about $5,000 back into the gallery with them,
Yay.
which is good for us. Because if we don't, we got to put $5,000 out of our pockets into the gallery. But that makes me happy, and I wish there was 2 of these. So I can cut it in half. I actually can't because it's tactical metal. Was that a ding?
He said, "I'll wait. It's okay." I told him that
Okay.
Vicky bid the 250.
Okay.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you, Richard.
And thank you, Vicky. And thank you, everybody.
All right, that's out. I think.
Okay, I got a question.
10-minute-ish live.
I got a question. Oh, you gonna sing?
Yeah.
Can I ask you what you're singing?
What's that song?
She came in through the bathroom window, protected by a silver spoon. But now she sucks her thumb and wanders by the banks of the old lagoon. Didn't anybody tell her? Didn't anybody see? Sundays on the phone to Monday, Tuesdays on the phone to me. She said she's always been a dancer. She worked at 15 clubs a day. And though she thought I knew the answer, well, I knew, but I could not say. So I quit the police department, got myself a steady job. And though she tried her best to help me, she could steal, but she could not rob. Didn't anybody tell her? Didn't anybody see? Sundays on the phone to Monday, Tuesdays on the phone to me. Oh yeah. Thank you, everyone. That
Can we show
was
t-shirts at all?
a very nice
Can
night.
we just really
Would
quickly
Would you
show the
here,
colors we have and then
last thing before we say goodbye, we will show some t-shirts and people, they're $25. What are they? Here.
you know what? To tell you the truth, we didn't put a price on them, but most people have been paying 40. So there's burgundy Isle of Rue t-shirts. This is I don't mean to be gender biased, but this is a ladies
Or yeah, feminine cut 1X.
1X,
Oh, they're
1L.
both one.
Burgundy and gold.
Oh yeah, these are both 1X.
Yeah, in the cut that has a generic sense of the government thinks that these are for ladies. The Alberta government is inflexible about that. And this one here is a small, gender neutral, but large for a small, gray Isle of Rue. That's our next project starting next Christmas. Do you have an Isle of Rue t-shirt, Oliver? Here. It's super cool, trust me. All the kids want one.
Okay.
Ouch, man.
Okay,
Ouch.
yay! Thank you, and thank you, Ben, for helping me write that down. I would not have done well.
There's a lot to do.
So, and then if anyone wants to keep their pieces with them, you guys can keep them, and if not, we will do that. And I have a question for you, Cody. Should we send? I have your e-transfer, so I can send is that okay?
Yeah.
All to you? Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure we can send all the
Which
moolah
one
out.
was-
Here, I will get that out so you can see. Also, we're still live broadcasting. I think people could just hear us in chat for a second. No, the 5 pieces.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, isn't it cool? Yeah.
That's super cool. We should do more of those. Those are like more style, probably do that.
Here, I just wanted to see which, Felix, do you know how to click the end the live stream?
Start pushing buttons.
Yeah.
It's a big red button in the top corner. And I will do it in
Oh, no, I can see it. I just gotta do it.
Related to somebody by the name of Mark.
Okay.